We are live. And today we are talking about my favorite tool for making it through long phrases. So as you know, September is breath support month. I have dubbed it as so because I kind of felt like, all right, back to school. It's September. What's the number one thing we need to make sure we have dialed in? Breath support. Because everything else you want to do in your singing really depends on how dialed in and efficient and reliable your support is. So I know that when we have long phrases, especially those of you who are classical singers out there, especially those of you who do jazz, a lot of improv, those long phrases, you can start to feel like, oh my God, I don't have enough breath. Or for some of you who still don't necessarily have your support completely dialed in, you might be worried about running out of breath even on regular phrases, or you might be noticing that you don't feel like you have enough on even just regular length of phrases. So whichever camp you fall into, I want to share a tool with you today that is a fantastic hack for being able to move through a long phrase without running out of breath, or a regular phrase without running out of breath, if that's what you feel is happening to you. And this is something that I learned from a very famous opera singer of the last generation. Her name was Montserrat Caballe. She passed away, I want to say about 10 years ago now, maybe a little bit more. And she was a master of control and efficient support and these gorgeous long phrases. So I learned this from her in a masterclass when I was in graduate school a long time ago, or college, I forget which one, a long time ago. And I never forgot it because it always served me. And so I want to share this with you. And it doesn't matter if you're a pop singer, an opera singer, Broadway singer, jazz singer, doesn't matter. This, I think, is such a fantastic hack for being able to be consistent throughout a long phrase and not run out of breath. So the way we do it is you're going to imagine that the phrase lives between here, like where your hands are together, and between like here, where your arms are, apart. Okay. The phrase lives between there and there. And so when you inhale, you're going to breathe in as you open your arms, okay? And as you sing the phrase, you're going to connect brain to breath, and you're going to sing the phrase as you move your hands from being as open your arms as possible to back to prayer position, okay? So here's how that looks. And the thing is that I don't want you to get here until you're done singing, okay? So the way that looks would be, whatever, we'll do a little Mozart. I'm not sure if I'm in the right key, but it doesn't matter. So, Di vieni non tardare, o gioia bella. Okay? So you see how I didn't get to the end and I didn't get back to prayer position until I was done singing. Okay? Doesn't matter if you're a pop singer, right? Amazing grace. Did you see how if I'm going to hold the note, I'm still moving. I don't get here until I'm done. Okay. So as you're doing this, sorry, I'm losing my shirt. As you're doing this, the idea is to connect brain to breath and to see in physical space how much time and how much room you have between the beginning of the phrase and the end. And you are going to draw this phrase and to see, oh, I'm about halfway through the phrase. My hands should be about here. Oh, I'm almost done. My hands, oh, I'm here. Okay. And what happens to a lot of singers is this. Di vieni non tarda. You see, and you're here. And you're not even close to halfway through the phrase. Or this happens. Amazing grace. And you're done with that first phrase and you're here instead of here. Okay. So this is really, really important for you to start to gain awareness and start to connect brain to breath, to start to see how long of a phrase you have to sing, where you are in that phrase, and to make sure that you are moving support and moving that feeling of resonance and focus, air, steady stream consistently and steadily over the course of the phrase, so that you are starting to train that idea in your brain, and your body will follow, that you are always moving through. You're never holding and you're never pushing too fast. Okay. So try this out in your singing. And the thing is, don't go on autopilot. Okay. Like, meaning don't just like start to move, right? Like, really start to see, oh, where am I? Oh, I'm about halfway through. Okay. I'm here, right? Like, really be intentional. Don't go on autopilot. The other thing I want to just put out there to watch out for is, because hands are moving this way in this, exercise the way it is, be careful that you're not collapsing your body in doing this. I keep my elbows, pretty close to my body as I'm moving in, so that I don't like close myself. Okay. So try this out. Play with this in your singing. And this is something that, it assumes that you understand the basics of efficient breath support when you're doing this. It assumes that you understand how apoyo feels in your body. It assumes that you understand the difference between flex and contract. And if you don't, that's okay. No blame, no shame. But this is why this is breath support month. This is why we did the breath support reset last week. This is why this coming Saturday, I'm hosting a live breath support boot camp, walking you through building bulletproof breath support. And so if you've been resonating with, wow, that's a pretty cool tool, Arden, wow, oh my God, I made it to the end of the phrase. And you want more of that. You guys, I got a lot more where these came from. And these are the kinds of targeted techniques that I'll be teaching in the bootcamp. And so if you're not quite sure if the bootcamp is for you, it's okay. I know some of you have messaged me being like, Arden, like, what are you talking about? What is bulletproof breath support? So let me give you exact clarity, because over the years, I've pioneered what is a game-changing method of breath support that creates absolute consistency in your singing so that your voice becomes bulletproof. So what do I mean by bulletproof? I mean that you deliver when it counts every single time. Guys, I can sing at the top of my range at 6 a.m, doing cartwheels across the stage, after eating dairy, with allergies, in the most important audition of my life. Why? Because my support is bulletproof. And so this is the method of learning and employing breath support that works. And trust me, I've tried them all. I've been coached in them all. I have tried them all. And this is totally different than how most coaches teach breath support. And unfortunately, there's just a lot of confusion. I mean, tell me in the chat, have you seen like a lot of confusion? Like almost teachers teaching you the opposite thing. Somebody says push in, somebody says lean out, somebody says, right? Like so much confusion and unfortunately bad coaching around support, which is why so many of you are still not bulletproof in your singing despite having had training. And so this method is designed to accelerate the creation of that kind of ultimate power and consistency in your singing so that you can go out there and land those next level elite opportunities in your singing that you haven't been able to get up till now. And let me tell you, this is where the magic happens. It's where the magic is happening for all of our singers who come through our intensive training program, because this is exactly the same breath support method and techniques that I teach in our flagship 4-month intensive training program. And that's exactly what I'm teaching in this bootcamp next Saturday on the 27th. So how do you know if you need bulletproof breath support? I mean, you might be thinking, my support is fine. This is how you know. If you deal with any of these issues below, inconsistency, unreliability, tension, strain, vocal fatigue, guys, these are all breath support issues. Difficulty belting, difficulty changing registers, like from head to chest, breath support issue 90% of the time. Same thing with difficulty mixing. It is always a breath support issue. Same with high notes. Same with intonation. If you are pitchy in certain places in your voice, breath support issue. If you've had a vocal injury, 9 times out of 10, breath support is not where it should be. And so you're straining, you're not supporting your sound where you should be. And so there gets to be too much tension, and that's how vocal injuries happen. Okay. And so if you have any of those things, again, no blame and shame. You just need better technique, because your breath support is not bulletproof. And those are the main symptoms that would let you know that. And so that's exactly what we're doing in this boot camp, and you need it, okay? So some singers have asked, will I get one-on-one coaching in the boot camp? If you do the VIP option, yes, you will get hot seat coaching from me during the boot camp. Plus, you'll get individual coaching in a group setting studio class and a one-on-one private with me after the boot camp to solidify what you've learned. So let me talk about this for a minute. I rarely coach one-on-one with singers who are outside of our training programs. I just don't have the bandwidth or the time. But when I do, it's usually $350 to $400 for a session, because you're working with an expert and you will get results. So when you do VIP for the boot camp, you're getting 5 hours of training of my seminal breath support method. You're getting one-on-one coaching during the entire 5 hours of that boot camp. So I'm going to explain, this is the concept we're working on right now. All right, who's got VIP? Let's get up and coach that. Let me see how that's embodying in your support, right? So we're checking in every step of the way during the boot camp on Saturday. Then after, next week, you get a 2-hour studio class with me where we will coach more individually in the context of the group, making sure that you're solidifying your tools that you learned on Saturday the right way, and a one-on-one private with me for the same investment that you would otherwise need to make in order to coach one-on-one with me. So you guys, this is a no-brainer. If you have ever wanted to coach one-on-one with me, this is the best way to do it because you get so much. So jump on the VIP now. I will put the link in the chat for anyone who wants to register, whether it's general admission or VIP. I'm putting it in the comments right now. Let me get to the right comment area. Okay, here we go. So it says sign up here. That's the link to come to the boot camp. If you've been hearing me talk about it and you're like a little on the fence, like you guys, general admission is also a no-brainer. It's $49. I'm making this like so insanely, like stupidly affordable because I want you guys to have zero excuse not to dial in your support. Okay. So if you're interested in the one-on-one, get on that now. We only have a few VIPs left. If you have done one of our free workshops, maybe you did the Pro Singer Accelerator workshop, or you've done one of our free workshops over the years, and you're wondering, well, should I do this? That's totally up to you. If you want more support on fine-tuning your breath support, then yes, absolutely. If you're good to go and don't need any more support on your support, then no reason to come. But if you guys want to attend, but you can't come live, it is still absolutely worth it because you will get the recording and you can go through the boot camp to get all the training in your own time. Whether you're the general admission or your VIP, everybody gets the recordings and everybody gets the MP3s of all of the vocal exercises that I'll be teaching in the boot camp. If you want to do VIP and you can't make it live on Saturday, that's okay, because you get a whole studio class with me and you get a one-on-one with me, and you will have the replay to go back and watch all the trainings before then so that you can get caught up. You guys, I don't know when I'm going to offer this boot camp again. We had such a massive response to this training a couple of years ago, the first go around, that I knew I needed another vehicle to help you use this technique effectively. And so if I can help more people at once, I want to do it, which is why we're doing this. So whether you're a member of one of our other programs or you've been thinking about wanting to train with us and want to see what I'm all about, what it feels like to coach with me, this is the best way. This is the best way to start leveraging the breath support training and help yourself to feel what it feels like to be in our tribe, to work with me, to see what we're all about, and get this method that's making our singers stand out consistently in an industry where singers often otherwise struggle. So I think I have covered everything. Do you guys have any questions about the tool that I gave you today? I just want to make sure that you guys get this idea, right? The point is to connect brain to breath, to understand where you are in the phrase and make sure that as you are moving through and you don't get here till the end. All right. So sending you guys so much love. I want to see each and every one of you in the boot camp. Even if you do VIP, whatever you do, this is a no-brainer to be able to, you will spend more. Let me tell you this. For $49, absolutely. And for $300 and something, most definitely, you will spend more in one-on-one lessons over the course of a year, and you won't get this because this is not what traditional training teaches, which is why I'm out here going, hey, there's a better way. There's something that's going to make more sense to you. And I've spent my career learning this and learning how to teach it in a way that it lands. So now I'm giving it to you. So I cannot wait to see you guys in the boot camp. It's this Saturday, the 27th, 11 a.m. Pacific. What is that? 2 o'clock East Coast. 5 hours. We will have a whole hour of Q&A at the end for everybody. We will take little mini breaks, for bathroom breaks and whatever. But by the end, you will leave with this method. You will understand exactly what it is. You will understand exactly what you need to practice to get it in your body. All right. Okay, everybody. See you soon. Bye.